Hello everyone, today I will show you the arcane forest deck. So you can build this deck with 6 ultra rares. This is one of them. Two of the fusion monsters. You only need the fusion card in your extra deck. You can also play the Pot of Extravagance, but doesn't fit with Abstract Goblin. And 3 of the light forest. It's your combo starter, you don't need to play this card. Play him instead and you don't even need him. So yeah, for the combo, this is your main combo starter, but you also have other ways around it, and this is the card you always want to have on your field. This searches this card. There are some lines, so this is basically the Gimmick Puppet field spell in some way, only much worse. This, as you can discard this, your opponent can activate cards of card effects when Arcane Force is when you discard this. So the important part is when monster is summoned to your field, so you summon him, but there is a window when he can negate stuff and mess up your combo. But you also need him for his summon effect. He summons you usually the skip guy, and with him and him and him normally you fusion summon into Arcane Force, because it doesn't matter on which side of the field this card is. This card searches you the this spell, and he special summons him from the graveyard. However, if you draw him, you also need to discard cards in your combo. For example, with this card, I think that's actually the only card that discards. You discard him, you just special summon 3 cards on your field and do the same thing. So let's take a look at the most common combo you want to do most of your time. So yeah, Arcane Force turn skips to the opponent. You also have some going second options, which we will see later. Yeah, I played the Mulchamis for the non-engine card. So yeah, this card is full combo, so I used him with to let's maybe do it step by step to do the protection effect. I also had this card in my hand. If I didn't have it, I would search. I can't show my deck here. I would search the Arcane Force card that searches that spell. I didn't need to search for this guy. So as you saw, I special summoned him. I choose him to go on this field. I fusion summon into that card. I don't need to special summon that. I can search him now, so you can basically take in 1 disruption in your combo. Depends when he said it. Also, this guy is a skill drain if this card is on your field, so you get disrupted later in your combo. You should still win when this guy is on the field. So yeah, the arcane guy needs to send 2 cards you control to the graveyard. It skips the opponent's turn, so because I had 1 more monster on my field, I didn't like that, and I do the whole combo all over again. However, that's in your standby phase. You can get an unlucky, and this card negates itself. However, I didn't figure out if you search a new one, if it still will be negated or not. I think it's not, but you could play around this. For example, I discard this guy and search a new one, but I'm not sure. You can still win even when the bad effects activate. However, I do the same thing as my last turn. I am speedrunning this a bit. So this is how I finish. Alright, and he surrenders. So let's watch this combo one more time. I hope we see the normal combo. I again start with this card, but now we see Goddess, our best normal summon. Yeah, he overbalances me. I baited an Ash. Can't play around roll, so doesn't matter anyway. Yeah. I have the spells I need in my hand already, so doesn't really matter what I do here. Oh yeah, he allows me to do an extra normal summon, which is kind of an extender. You can usually use the graveyard effect of this card in the second turn, sometimes. It also activates Maxi, doesn't matter. Special summon him. I keep him on the field if he gets negated for whatever reason. But I think, yeah, I don't know, if he will protect him. So yeah, we do the same thing again. And we go for game. So this FDK is pretty fast. But yeah, going second, which we will see now, I think. Yeah, you will see the win condition. It's a bit more difficult, because sometimes one disruption can be enough to stop the deck. It's not the most competitive deck in the universe, so yeah, it's basically my out to win going second for Valos, and I hope my opponent's board is weak enough, because he could do anything he wants. It's more like of a bait with full Valos. I don't play any other hand traps than those draw me cards for Valos Maxi and the water one, normal summon. Yeah, Called by the Grave, good card. It's one of his only disruptions, so yeah, why not negate it? And discard next year, I don't know why I did that. So yeah, this could really mess up my combo if you would go for the turn skip card. However, he didn't know how this deck works, which is also a win condition. So funny enough, he got summoned, and he would get the turn skip effect if he would had 2 monsters at the end of his turn, which is really funny. Alright. Yeah, unfortunately he couldn't skip his turn. He had, yeah, Imperm. He really shuts down the skill drain guy, but yeah, it wasn't enough. So yeah, Imperm can bean out if he top takes it and interrupt it if you didn't turn skip your opponent. So that's okay. It's another go. Oh, now we see what happened. What you do if you hard draw this guy? Yeah. You discard him already, and we didn't start with this spell in my hand, so it's slightly different. Like Barrier. Yeah, Called by the Grave King and Clutch. So yeah, I just used the other effect of the Arcane Force 5 card. And now we use both of these cards to skip his turn. So we do the combo again. Gee, the Emperor didn't know what was coming. Yeah, it's probably not the most competitively viable deck, but you would probably skip this pack Anyway, wasn't really paying attention that I special summoned for the opponent. But yeah, I can fusion summon it away, that's why a second one is pretty useful. Second one of the fusion cards. And yeah, I think that's the last one. You can see what happens when we go second. And then I will show the card by card deck list. Yeah, we can start it with Arcane Force. You don't ever need this card in your hand, it's a bad ad. Yeah, and I will keep the fusion card obviously. But yeah, now we have a... oh yeah, so this time the field spell negated itself, so things can get a bit tricky. This was one of my first wins with this deck, so yeah, we have a fresh one, and yeah, now every effect works. So how did I add this one? Let's see. Yeah, we can set any spell. Okay, also field spell. Alright. But it was a 50-50, we had to win. Alright. But sometimes you can search another one of these in your combo for the next turn. Alright, so let's go into the deck list. Play 2 Maxis, the Goddess, the best normal summon. This can be a normal this is the normal summon, this can be a combo starter. You can search this one. That's just a target for the Hierophant. To have enough materials to go into the fusion summon. Perolia for Valos. Arcane Force 5 Hierophant. He searches this guy. That's a crucial part of your combo. Searches any spell. It's a turn skip. You don't need him. You need him even less. I just wanted to see if, yeah, how good this guy works, because he can do 2 attacks and he has 4000 attack. Just 8000 damage, and then you turn skip your opponent. He can be enough to win. Triple Tactics Talent. When he has Nibiru and you had your third summon or something, after this guy probably, or when you fusion summon him, you pass maybe still under 5 summons, yeah. You can snatch a Nibiru away or draw 2 cards to, yeah, to see enough of your engine. Reading, it has 2 effects. The graveyard effect is the additional normal summon. Yeah, the heads effect is you can add any arcana card. I don't know that has a coin tossing effect. Yeah, the downside is pretty hefty, with your opponent adds a card from their deck to your hand. So yeah, if you do the combo without a light barrier, you need a lot of luck. Arcane Spread, it's your Monster Reborn light barrier, very crucial. It lets you decide the outcome of your tossing coins effect, your combo starter, and Call by the Grave, and the fusion summons. So yeah, that's it. I can also show my my match history. When I got it figured out, I won more than I lost, but when I was practicing I lost quite a few games. So it's easy to play, the deck's very linear, very funny. To turn skip the opponent. You could also do that in Spiral, as I saw in two-tone shoes. Yeah. I hope you liked the video. Bye.